And next we go in space where astronauts remain grounded. Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore were supposed to be back on Earth months ago, but a thrust or failure in Boeing Starliner has left them stranded in orbit. A former U.S. space commander has now laid out 3 horrific scenarios that may unfold should Williams and Wilmore embark on their journey back to Earth in a faulty spacecraft. Here's our report with more details.
Astronauts Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore were supposed to spend just 8 days aboard the International Space Station, yet over 2 months later they find themselves in an unexpected predicament that has captivated the world's attention. Stranded in space with no clear path home, their odyssey began on June 5, when they docked at the ISS as part of Boeing's much-anticipated Starliner mission. It was supposed to be a historic moment, marking the spacecraft's inaugural test flight with a crew aboard, but what was meant to be a brief stay has morphed into a nerve-wracking saga, with the 2 astronauts living on borrowed time. The culprit, a malfunction in the Starliner thrusters that has grounded them indefinitely. NASA, one of the world's leading space agencies, now finds itself grappling with an agonizing decision: trust the faulty spacecraft to bring them home or gamble on a risky rescue mission using SpaceX's Dragon capsule. In the balance are not just the lives of 2 seasoned astronauts, but the very reputation of Boeing's Starliner program and NASA's ability to safely navigate the treacherous terrain of human space flight. But as the days turn into weeks, concern is growing. Rudy Rowley, a former U.S. military spacecraft system commander, has come forward with a dire warning. According to Rowley, if NASA decides to attempt a re-entry with the malfunctioning Starliner, the astronauts could face 3 catastrophic scenarios. The first scenario is highly reminiscent of a cosmic purgatory. He says if the Starliner service module fails to position the capsule correctly, the spacecraft might bounce off the Earth's atmosphere like a stone skipping across a pond. This miscalculation would leave Williams and Wilmore adrift in space with only 96 hours of oxygen remaining. The second possibility is no less harrowing. Should the service module misalign the capsule during re-entry, the spacecraft could fail to penetrate the atmosphere altogether. The result: the astronauts would remain stuck in orbit, stranded and with no hope of rescue as their oxygen dwindles. But it's the third scenario that sends chills down the spine of anyone who hears it. Roll's most chilling warning involves the Starliner entering the Earth's atmosphere at too steep an angle. In this nightmarish situation, the capsule's heat shield would be unable to withstand the extreme temperatures, causing it to burn up on re-entry, and the astronauts would be vaporized in a matter of seconds. As the clock ticks down, NASA is faced with a monumental decision. Should they roll the dice on the Starliner, hoping that the thrusters miraculously perform as needed, message, or do they launch a high-stakes rescue mission using SpaceX's Dragon, knowing that even the slightest misstep could spell disaster as the world watches, holding its breath? NASA weighs its options, but for now Williams and Wilmore remain marooned in space with their fates hanging in the balance. Thanks for watching this video.